Okay, 2098, good luck. So we've not played before, no head-to-head score there. 42,000 games for paulw7uk, well over 2,300 in rapid from 3,500 games. So that's somebody who's basically stronger than I am. Let's just take and go h6 and just develop. Okay, goes for this approach. We had this earlier on. Bishop up's a move, knight up's a move, pawn up's a move. I'm just going to develop and trade and then come up. Okay, let's just play up. Let's get the bishop just so we've got the option to castle. Okay, so he's putting the bishop on that diagonal. Yeah, I might be better coming back here. Or castle, I might be better doing this to deal with that. Let's just bring the knight up to start with and probably come back. Just make sure we can cover the diagonal threat there. So bishop over. Now we need a breakout. What do we do? Do we fly forward? Queen up, down. We're the one who takes first, aren't we? So if you push, we're the one who takes first, so we can trade queens at worst case. Might still be a good push though. It's just so I've got the option to be flexible with the rooks. We could try this, but maybe white can just match it. I mean, I guess we could even try e5 and try and really blow it open. As long as we can get rid of that bishop, it should be good. So takes, rook takes might be a move. Yeah, I'm just going to push this pawn so I don't burn all the clock, and then probably something like this. Oh, he goes over allowing the pawn push. Okay, let's push on another one then. I'm looking at queen up as well, but I don't see what I actually really achieve. Okay, that allows another pawn push. What's his idea? I don't know, but I'm just going to play it anyway. I assume I should play rook across here, just preparing some sort of push. I mean, I guess I could try and push here, but that feels like a mistake. If we lose the pawn in the long run, we lose the pawn. Now his knight takes a move now. Maybe, maybe not. I'm actually going to bring the knight out wide, just so if you have a push I can jump in and we reinforce this, we can take and trade a rook. Just that bit of flexibility, not easy to create anything. Maybe knight up, but it feels like it's putting the knight on the wrong part of the board if we go out here. He's played rook forward. The knight up, their bishop back. Is knight up an actual move? It might be worth it actually. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pop the knight in and give up the knight to get rid of that dangerous bishop. So we're sacking a pawn for further down the line. Now how do we come up with a plan? Let's play rook across straight away, hitting the pawn. Maybe you can just shuffle your queen here somewhere. Oh. Doesn't that allow me to actually take the pawn? He might have done a mouse slip there. Now I can just take, but do I go with the bishop? But even with a check though, the bishop guards the rook, so I think I should just take with the rook. I might be wrong, but I think I should. He might have done a mouse slip there, meant to go on the dark square, he might have done, I'm not sure. Okay, so... I mean, it might have been a really good move, of course, it might be just playing a bit quick here. I don't see any tricks, so I think I just drop back. Queen up might be a move, but he might be just preparing to fly everything down the board and say, yeah, that's all I need. So queen up here threatens a check and a check. So I like the idea of queen up as a concept. There's no back rank check from white right now. There's danger in the air, but there's no back rank threat right now. We're threatening check, block and takes, or take with a rook. If you don't block. Okay, queen's gone back. So take either way, I guess. But check, what's the idea? If you block with a rook, I just take the pawn. You can't block with a queen. But then bishop check up, you're probably fine. Bishop up, I'm looking at queen check. Bishop up, rook across there. Bishop up, the pawn's loose, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to throw a check in. If you block, I think I just take, but then you've got a rook check, but it is covered. We don't want to have bishop up now. What's the idea? In check is covered, but I'm threatening to... I think I'm just threatening the rook and the pawn. But obviously you can always miss something, any part of any game. Maybe the idea is go back now. If I take, then you've got the rook check. King up, bishop or queen check, pawn up. Yeah, that was his idea all along. So I've got queen up. So take, the idea is rook check and I can't take back. So you've got rook check and I have to play up. So is that a line? You've got queen or bishop check, pawn up, say queen takes. Have we got a counter punch? I'm not sure. So it's queen check, pawn up, queen takes. Now we've got a queen here. We can come here, but we just lose this, right? So it might be losing for us. Yeah, I think we need to step back. One of those deflection sacrifices. It might be playable for me. Obviously, you just can't afford to burn all your time. I'm a minute down on the clock now. Okay, pushes. Well, now I can take, right? No, wrong. I have to take here first and then here. Now he can't step up because of check. But he can grab this pawn, of course. It's whether I can take his back. So I'm just going to check and get behind. It could be losing for me, this. It could be. So let's just go behind the pawn. But of course, he can easily guard the pawn. Check, I think I'm okay to step up and block. Actually, let's just do that now and make sure we can go on a dark square. It's going to be tricky, this. If his rook wanders off, I've got bishop in, of course, but does that pawn settle the game with this sort of concept and gradually massage it down the board? Maybe. It might be a theoretical draw if the rook comes off, I'm not sure. Okay. Let's just push a pawn up then so we don't burn our time because we're still well down on the clock. King up's very natural. Yeah, king up and maybe pawn up. I have to play quickly now. Rook across, that allows up, right? We might trade off into an endgame, but that should be a draw, I think. I think this should be a theoretical draw. It doesn't mean it is, of course, but I need to shove my pawns up on the dark squares. Bishop down's a bit annoying. Up, trade, trade. I think I need to still play it. Bishop down, just go on a dark square, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll still go here and push now. Okay, I have to push. Have to come back. Okay, it's just a draw. It should be a draw. No, I can just check. Sorry, I can just block. Okay, that's a draw. Well played. That was a good game. Let's see how the engine says we actually played it. The arena is actually finished, but it doesn't matter on lichess. It still plays for your game, but it doesn't actually list it in the actual tournament because it finished afterwards. So I'll have to actually go back to the game there. Click back over. So we played 60 moves. They're the move times for each player. Let's put an analysis on it. I see my opponent comfortably over 2300 in rapid, so that's higher than I've ever rated. Yeah, we're flatline level in the end there. But I don't think I had any opportunities to win that game, but it'd be interesting to see if I missed something. You see this whole end game, we're just completely flatline level. So we both played a very good end game there. And if your opponent doesn't mess up anywhere, you don't really get a chance some games. And equally, if you don't mess up, your opponent doesn't. So yeah, white is slightly better out of the opening, but it's never much, is it? And then it's just flatline level the whole way through. So we've played 98% versus 97% accuracy, and the CPL is only 6 for both of us. That is really, really good quality. Now, okay, we're not grandmasters, so we're not playing grandmaster quality chess against each other, even though the figures look really impressive there. Against stronger opponents who would be making the game more complex, we wouldn't be able to achieve that. But that's, about, for our level, that's about as good as it gets in a game. So not much really to go through with the game. It's like I say, it's just really flatline level, and then from this point it's not 0.1, isn't it? So there's not much else I could have done there. So well done to my opponent.